Okay, so hello, fellow artists, fellow people who like to paint and make art. This is my studio. As you see, this is all my new studio. My old one I moved out of, and now I have my gallery. So I just wanted to just talk a little bit about art, and as an artist, how crazy our mind is all the time. I find myself really contemplating on what to draw, when to draw. Sometimes I get, or paint, really. I'm a painter. I'm an artist. I do mostly painting. But sometimes I take the process of drawing first. So we go through a period, as an artist, we go through the period of nothingness. I call it the valley. There's the valley that you go into until you can actually paint again. And I'm in the valley right now. And for me, the valley arrived again when I ended up moving from one studio to the next, or any kind of big event that happens in my life. So as an artist, fellow artist, and for people who are not an artist, in case you're wondering, in our minds, changes like that really freak you out. It does something to your mind to where you have like a blank, but this is a good thing. So in my experience with artwork, I've always processed it. I've had to process my mother's death, my brother's death, which was in a short period of time. All throughout undergraduate school, I processed a very bad relationship, but it all worked out because my artwork came out more of a feeling, which is how I paint anyways, but feelings that were inside and internal, and I was able to process that and put them onto my canvas or in sculpting or whatever. So at this point, I just wanted to share my first volume of my journal and my journey through this big change in my life of moving my studio from one place to the next. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to read. I am going to take one of my books. I'm going to take one of my books that I read, and I'll show you the book. One second. And I read this in undergrad, and this is the book. It's The Powers of Horror, and see, it's Julia Kristeva. The reason I want to go back and reference this book is she analyzes a lot of people in her book, and she gets into their minds, and it really talks deep about things that we're unaware of, like objection and stuff like that. So I think I'm going to start here. If this doesn't bring me to where I need to be with my process, then I'm going to try something else. But as of today, this is where I'm going to start. And just wanted to share that with everybody, fellow artists, and anybody who is interested in the artist mind. This is what we got to do. All right, the journey has begun.